Hello, really welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this little Tamagotchi plush. It's perfect to hang on backpacks or pencil cases or anything like that. It has the little kind of pictures and stuff on the front, and it's just made from this super soft plush fabric, and it was really easy to make. I think I made it in all about 15 minutes and then I just left it to dry, and you know, within the hour it was absolutely perfect and ready to go. So it's definitely a great thing to make if it's like a last minute gift, or you know, just if you want to spruce things up a bit at late notice. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Okay, so first of all, taking some plush fabric, you just want to fold it onto itself so you have right sides together. I just have a long strip, as this was just an offcut piece from another project that I was doing a while ago. And what you want to do is just cut it so that you have like two pieces, one on top of the other. It doesn't have to be a strip and fold it over, you just want two pieces right side together. Okay, so what you want to do is just take a pen. I'm going to use just a permanent marker, that is a Posca pen, I do not want that. And you want to draw out a little egg-like shape, quite that. Say something kind of like that, just to make the outside of the Tamagotchi. Just like that. I like that shape. Okay, so what you want to do is sew around the whole thing. Now don't bother leaving an opening, we will kind of sort that out later, but yeah, just sew around the whole thing. You can use a sewing machine for this, or you can stitch it by hand. You can also fabric glue it just on the inside there and then follow the line around like that. I'm just going to sew it because I have my sewing machine set up and it's quicker for me, but obviously you can do it however you want. Okay, now that I've sewn around the shape, you can see my stitching there. What you'll want to do is just snip off any of the excess, so that's exactly what I'm gonna go ahead and do. But you also want to put some little snips in. That will help it when you turn the shape the right side way around and help it to be more like round, because sometimes when you turn rounded shapes inside out, they can kind of like have a few corners on. So you just want to go ahead like around all the like really rounded bits, and just put in some little kind of snips, as that will help the fabric to be more free flowing. This fabric is pretty good anyway because it has got a stretch back, and that always helps when plush making. That's why I always prefer to use this brand, which is Shannon fabrics. So I didn't leave a gap, but what I am going to go ahead and do is just pull the fabric like that, so you've got the front piece and the back piece completely separate. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a snip in there. And the reason that I'm doing this, you'll see it in a minute, just like so, and then you just want to turn it inside out from that piece. The reason that we pulled it that way was so we can avoid cutting through the back piece as well. Yeah, you just want to turn it the right sides way around through that little hole, and then press out all the shape, because we know that bit is on the front. Okay, so now we have that shape. That's exactly what we wanted to make the Tamagotchi. You want to then stuff this shape. You can stuff it with whatever filling you want. I always recommend polyester, like polyfill, the same stuff that's put inside of toys, just because it is a lot softer than anything. You can buy this from pretty much anywhere. You can even cut up old pillows, use it from old toys and everything. But you just want to stuff in small bits at a time and just really push it in there. Make the shape nice and kind of padded. So I'll come back once that has been fully stuffed. Okay, so now that the shape is fully stuffed, as you can see, the kind of opening is spreading apart a little bit. That doesn't really matter because this is where we're going to kind of put all the detailing on the front anyway. I'm just going to do that detailing with bits of felt. So I've chosen this colour for the screen colour. I would have preferred a more grey, like lighter colour, but this is the only kind of close colour that I have, which would be like a Tamagotchi screen. This is actually wool felt that I'm using. I really love wool felt. It is stupidly expensive, but I just really like the way it feels and looks on DIY plushies, as I feel like it just makes it look and kind of feel way more expensive than the plushies actually are. So yeah, I like that size. But before we stick that down, I'm actually going to take another colour, and I'm going to use a darker purple, and I'm going to pop that down just like so, and I'm going to kind of cut around that just a little bit bigger, because if you look on actual Tamagotchis, they do have that like cracked egg appearance. So once you have that piece there, just kind of cut some little snippets out. just like that. And then what we want to do is pop both of those pieces on the front. I feel like I've made that too big. Yeah, it's a bit too big, but that'll do. No, it's not gonna do. No, Chelsea, do not make do. We need to make this perfect. I'm gonna cut that down a little bit, and I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter because we need to fit on the buttons. There we go. Okay, so yeah, fitting that over still, yeah, that's way better. We want to just pop that down. I'm gonna hot glue mine onto it, which I know is not gonna be a popular opinion, but I like to use hot glue because it sets really quickly, it's really cheap, and I just have a lot of it. If you have fabric glue hanging around, you can of course use that. But yeah, I just use hot glue because I have it and it's quick. And that there is also going to seal in that hole on the front of the plush, and that's why I didn't bother putting it like on one of the edges, for example, because it just didn't need it. As I was going to be covering this over anyway, it's just going to leave a neater finish on all of the edges if I just sewed it up. So make sure that's really set on there, yeah. And then I'm just going to hot glue the screen part onto that also. Press it down just to make sure it's really secure. Just like so. This is so cute. And then we just need the buttons across the bottom. I think there's 3 on a Tamagotchi. 3, that sounds about right. I think I'm gonna use a different color. Ooh, that would look nice. Okay, this bit, or I've got this color. This one's more muted, but this one's like brighter and funner. I'm just gonna use this one. You just wanna cut out little circles. This bit is a bit fiddly, like so. We just want to have 3 of those all the way along the bottom. I'm going to hot glue that first one on, and then I will be back once the other 3 are done. This is going to be so tricky. Okay, I'm just going to hot glue onto that and stick it on. One little dot. One little button. There you go, button number 1, and I'll be back once all 3 of them are done. Now that I have all the 3 little buttons on, I'm just going to remove any stringy parts. That's the downfall with hot glue, you get all these stringy parts, but at least they're easy to peel off. Oh, is that one on there all right? Yeah, she's okay. Okay, so now we have that, it's now time to attach the keyring to the top and then add on any details with some fabric paint. So I'm going to attach the keyring first because then I can hang it up to dry, which is always the easiest part. So yeah, I'm just going to go get a keychain and some needle and thread. Okay, so next, taking some needle and thread, I've just posted some lilac colour on there just to match the actual plush. I'm just going to post it through from the back with a little knot on and pull it through so that the knot goes inside of the blush. Okay, so taking the first loop on my keychain, I'm just going to post my needle through, like make sure it's in line with that. I'm holding it there with one hand. I'm just going to take my needle and thread and just keep on posting it through the blush and then through the first loops. As you can see, just going through the top of the blush and through the loop. This is the easiest way that I found to attach keychains. Like, I've literally done probably thousands of these now, and I've had all different types of techniques, but this is the way that I found is the easiest. So yeah, I put loads of stitches through, and then I just go through all of those loops, and then go through the loop to tie a knot. So you want to go through all the stitches, pull it tight so you have a loop, and then go through that loop to create a knot. Then I'm just cut off any excess you have, like so, and then just pull it back. See? Some black puffy paint or 3D paint by the brand Scribbles. This is just their 3D fabric paint and it's in the colour Shiny Black. I'm using fabric paint because I don't want it to kind of crack off in the future. If this is going to be on like a backpack or something, it does need to be quite flexible, as like once this kind of like wears in and moves around and stuff, the acrylic paint can crack off. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is just draw on one of the characters like I said I would. I know that it does say Tamagotchi at the top of like actual real Tamagotchis, but I'm afraid that if I put like that sort of writing on this plush, that it's just going to be ruined, and I don't want to put another felt strip across it, so I'm just going to leave it like that. But anyway, I've just got to kind of a picture up on Google that I'm just going to try and copy out a bit. But they've just got like 5 little icons at the top and the bottom, so I'm just going to squiggle them on. Not going to be perfect because I'm not going to be able to paint that small. I'm just going to do this so it looks like there's icons there. They're just rough squiggles. It will sort of look kind of different, like there's little icons on there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and draw out the little character. So what character am I going to choose? Okay, so I don't know this little guy's name, but it's super cute, so I'm going to choose that one. It's just got these little kind of... So I'm going to leave all that fabric paint to dry. Like I said, because I put the keychain on, I can just hang it up, leave it to dry. This might take a little while to dry, but I'm actually just going to go put it over on my radiator, try to speed things up a little bit, and I'll be back once that is dried because this little plush is pretty much ready to go, and it's so cute. I feel like he's a little lopsided. Yeah, I'm going to put some poops on there because, well, it's a bit lopsided and that's going to bug me forever, so yeah, I'm just going to go. Now I'm going to be a bad pet owner and I'm going to have 2 poops because I know that's possible, because when I own a Tamagotchi, my little pets covered in poop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now that all the fabric paint has completely dried, as you can see, none of it comes off. My plushie is then complete. I think this just looks absolutely adorable and will be super cute, like hanging on a backpack, hanging on a little kind of pencil case, something like that. I think it's so cute. I love these little poops on there. I think they look so funny. And I love all the colours together, actually. I think these colours work really well. I'm a bit sad I didn't get to put Tamagotchi at the top, but I think if you know what a Tamagotchi is, then you can kind of tell exactly what this plush is. So yeah, I'm really happy that I decided to make this today. It's so soft, like you have no idea. Can you just see how soft that is? Oh, anyway, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow for another DIY. Bye.